Everyone, all right, she heard the camera zoom go back and she got all excited and stood up. So I'm going to be doing a video now. Oh, Happy New Year, everybody. It's January 1st, 2018. And there's the sleepy dog. I'm going to be doing a video of kind of a review, maybe not a review. And she's really finicky today. She's been really cranky and kind of difficult, and that's just how she is. You know, she's a rescue dog, and sometimes she's wonderful, and other times she's just wants to sleep or wants to be left alone or wants to be difficult and impossible and stubborn. And so I gave her some canned food last night, and she didn't really want to eat that stuff. And I'm trying out different foods to see what she likes. So it's always a personal thing. I'm trying to feed her really good healthy food, so I put out some canned food, and she didn't want to touch it, and she didn't want to touch it again today. So I'm going to scoop out some other stuff, and we're going to see if she eats it or if she ignores it. Maybe she's just having a rough time, and maybe she just doesn't like the food. So, hey, if my videos help you out, thumbs up, a subscribe, a like. If you have a product you want me to review, let me know. If I can do it, I will. If you want to leave a donation to my channel, ask for my PayPal info. And make sure you watch all my other cool videos and share them on websites if you want to. So there she is, a little excited, not really sure what's going on here, but let me show you what she didn't want to eat. And there it is. She just didn't really want to touch it. I don't know if she ate any of it. It looks kind of, I don't know. We're trying different foods, and she's learning to enjoy different flavors, different kibbles, good quality stuff. I've got her on some really good quality foods now. And maybe the switching could be the problem. Digestion-wise, it's really making a huge difference. Energy-wise, it makes a big difference. So let me show you what this stuff is. I can't even read that. Merrick? Limited ingredient diet, grain-free. One thing you really need to be careful of when you're feeding your dog when it says grain-free, not that dogs don't handle grains, but when you look at the labels, a lot of stuff, when they say grain-free, they're putting in so much tapioca pudding or rice, or are they putting in rice? Yeah, sweet potatoes, just stuff that your dog really doesn't need. Not that it might be bad for it, even if they're not allergic to it, but they don't need it. And I'm not going to say that your dog should be on a raw diet. That's up to you what you want to do. If your dog eats table food, if that's what you want to do, that's up to you. So she hasn't really touched this stuff, and I gave her lamb a couple weeks ago, and I was surprised. She really liked it. And she really loves tripe. So with this stuff, she's not eating it, and this is going to be an unscientific test right now. Kind of a review. She's not touching this stuff, so I'm going to put out some other food. Half a can. She kind of struggled through the first quarter of the can. The last quarter of the can, the next quarter, she really does not want to eat it. So let me pick out a selection of, I got a selection of a whole bunch of cans, 10 different foods that I'm testing out, and we're going to see which one I'm going to pick, and then we'll see if she eats it or not. Here she comes. Okay, I thought I had more food than this. I returned 4 cans yesterday. Oh, there she is. She's all excited. And I don't know if that means that she's going to eat or not. She's going to stand here. She is the star of the video. So when she moves, I will continue recording. Okay, move. She's sitting right next to me. So what do we have here? We've got Signature. And I really like the Signature. It's a really good quality food. And she was doing really well on it. And then she just is very picky. So venison. I gave her venison before, I think, and she liked it. So I'm testing it out. I don't know if I'm going to be going with this or the Kana, or if I'm going to be, I think it's a Karna, whatever it is. You know, three to $4 on a can of dog food I'm good with, because I can afford it, and she seems to like it. Now when I see a can that's $5.99, that's when I say, okay, you know, she's a small dog, so $5.99, $6, she might have a quarter of it, a half of it in a day, so $3 for a day. It's not going to break me. I'll leave that alone. Not going to break me, not the end of the world, and I'm more than willing to spend my money on her. So what do we have here? We got the venison. I'm not sure which one I'm going to try. I did return the whitefish, which she loved when I first bought it, and then she just backed off on it. I don't know why, because whitefish is one of the most popular ones. But I bought this lotus. What did I get? When I went in the store, I said, what do I need? What is good stuff? And they gave me good quality. And I'm looking at some of the labels, and maybe I'm not thrilled with everything they gave me, but again, this is a test. So I got some Lotus. What flavor is this? I don't even know. There we go. So, grain-free, but again, you got to read the labels. This is a really popular one online. The Signature Zen Essential, I think that's what it is, formula. That's really popular. Did I get two of those? No, I got Signature Lamb. So I've got the venison over here, and I've got the lamb. And what is this one? I don't even know what the heck this is. She told me this was a really good product, too. Never heard of it. Maybe it's good. Paw-licking chicken. I'm not sure what the ingredients are, but what I'm going to do is, because we saw that she didn't like the first one, I'm going to try, do I want to do the venison or the lamb? Because I know that she eats lamb, and I think she eats venison. But again, it's just a test to see if she's starving and cranky on her new year, first day of the year or not. So let's, and she might not even eat this stuff. The good thing about this dog, I rescued her almost 5 months ago, she is not a horse or a cow. She eats when she is hungry, and I can put a whole bunch of food out there, and she'll leave a whole bunch of food in the bowl or the dish. She only eats when she needs to. She might eat a little bit more than what she needs, but she just doesn't overindulge. So I think what I'm going to do is try the Signature. I really thought I had more brands, but I do like the Signature food. And I've got a whole bunch of really neat kibbles that I'm trying. I'll do a video on those later, but what is it, Ziwi? I think it's Ziwi Australian kibble. It's like $33 for a bag. Yikes. And she seems to like that a lot. And then I bought 2 freeze-drieds. I don't want to feed her raw. I definitely don't want to go in with the raw. I don't want to deal with raw. I don't want to touch raw. Now, there's dehydrated and there is freeze-dried. Dehydrated is where they kind of heat it up to get rid of the water and end up with a product. And freeze-dried is where they don't heat it up. They kind of heat and cool and suck out the water, but they don't heat it to the point where they damage the, they don't damage everything in there. I think I understand that right. So the freeze-dried is supposedly better, healthier than if you're buying the, what was I saying? The, dehydrated. But, you know, a dog's going to eat anything, so it's really up to you what, if you can afford it, what you can afford, what you want to feed your dog, what your dog eats, what your dog likes, what their health problems are, and how much you want to spend on vet bills down the line, or how long you're hoping that they're going to live for, or how healthy you want them to be. So it's just a personal choice, really. But I'm going to try I'd love to try both. I'd love to put the venison and the lamb on a plate and see what she does. But this is just a comparison now, because if she doesn't eat that other stuff, then I'm just going to throw it away. If she eats this, and she doesn't eat the other stuff, then, well, she hasn't eaten it, then that will go in the trash, and I just won't buy that again. And then it's going to be narrowed down to either Signature or that, probably the freeze-dry, because it's financially, it makes a lot of sense, and if you put them in canned food, this stuff could cost a fortune at $5 a can. Of course, with her, if she went through 2 cans a week, that would be, which she wouldn't, that's a lot for her, with that and kibble. But if she was going through 2 cans a week, it'd be 10. So for a week, it would be $10 a week, 520. So that's not a lot. Well, you know, $500 in canned food alone for a dog per year might be a lot for some people, or for everybody. But I definitely wouldn't go with the store-bought brands, mostly because when you look at the things that are in there, the corn, they put a lot of corn in there, they put a lot of junk in there that they don't need. And it's not that the dog is allergic to the chicken or the beef. Their body's saying, what in the world is corn, and how do I digest this? What is this? And so they get allergic to those fillers that are absolute garbage, lots of carbs, lots of calories, and Not good for a dog. A dog in the wild would never find corn. Not that it needs to eat meat, but it would never find corn. So, let's try the signature lamb, and we'll do a taste test in a minute and see what happens. Love it. There she is, gobbling down the lamb that I was just going to make a video on why she wasn't eating it. So she just ate about half of it. Let's see what she does with the signature, if she even touches it. She might not touch it. And now she's licking the harness. And that just goes to show that with dogs, they are really picky and finicky, and they will eat when they're hungry. She's watching me. She doesn't like the fact that I'm sitting here right now. She's pretty good about food, though. And so the food the dog didn't want to eat before, which is ice cold from the fridge now because it keeps going in there, she's gobbling it down, and she's leaving the signature alone. That just came out of the can, and it's not cold. That she has ignored all day long. So it's just a fascinating thing with these dogs, how they can be really picky and say, I'm not going to eat, and then you walk away and they feel safe and they gobble down the food, or they know that you have other food out, so they grab the food that they think they're going to lose. So I don't know how much more she's going to eat. She ate a lot of food off of that plate just now, probably enough for the night. And I'm going to back off a little bit and we'll see if she touches this stuff. So nothing bad about the company, what did I say, Merrick? I don't even know what the ingredients are in that can. Supposedly very good. And same with the signature, but she seems to be a happy dog right now, gobbling down her dinner. And here she comes, wanting some attention and some love. And I'll be back in a few minutes to see if she gobbles down this plate, or has any of it. Looks like she's not going to touch it, so I've got 2 cans of dog food open, and she'll gobble down both of them. There's no doubt she'll eat the signature lamb later on, and she'll finish off the Merrick, because she ate the Merrick tonight. I think it's Merrick. Hey, Happy New Year, everybody. Thanks for watching all my videos, and somebody's sleepy. There she is, had her dinner, and she's sleepy. So all I'll do is I'll take that and put that back in the can, pop it in the fridge, cover it up, and I'll put the other one in the fridge, and then I'll just give her some kibble, and she can munch on that during the night. She's sleepy, she's happy. She's a happy girl. What I want to say, though, is it really makes a difference what you feed these dogs, at least in my situation. She was on alligator food for a while, and she wasn't thrilled with it. She was on a special diet, restricted diet. Not a diet, a thing to see if she was allergic. So a single protein. Hey there, buddy. Hi, sleepy girl. And she didn't want to eat anything. And now that she can eat food again, that's normal. I give her really good stuff, and she's got a massive amount of energy, and she's very stubborn and impossible and playful and energetic like a little puppy, which she kind of is. So the good food really does make a difference with the energy levels. And they get really hyper and and very outspoken. So I'm going to go post this thing now, and I do want to say the signature is a really good food. Okay, the Ziwi. She loves the Ziwi. I just bought the tripe and lamb. I tested it out in the store, and she just went nutso for it. The Sojo is really good. She loves the treats. I'm exclusively giving Sojo treats. 100%, this is not treats, this is the complete. I don't know if I'm going to give this to her after I'm finished with it, but Sojo treats, definitely going to go for that. Canine Natural, I tested this out in the store after I talked to them, and they had a sample out there, and she gobbled it up, not even with water on it. So, fairly good quality food, top of the line. And this other one, which I was going to buy, and then they had a sample of this too, and she ate this thing. I wasn't going to get it, but humanly raised beef. I bought this thing. It's another, what is it, freeze-dried, not dehydrated. And so these are the things I'm going to be testing her out on now, are the Open Farm, the Canine Natural, and the Ziwi. She's definitely going to be on the Ziwi Peak. There's no doubt about that. This stuff is so good that I can give it to her as a treat. That's how much she likes it. And for this dog, being able to give her any kibble for a treat, not too common. Sorry about the mess. And there down on the floor we've got the Ziwi New Zealand beef kibble, which she loves. And then the other stuff, what am I feeding her right now? Stella and Chewy's whitefish recipe. When I first got her and put her on the stuff, she loved it. She kind of eats it, kind of picky. She doesn't like the mackerel at all. I was surprised, but she does not like the mackerel. This stuff over here, the Akana Heritage Meat Formula, boy does she love this stuff. Good quality, very expensive, but you look over here, not that it matters, but it's 60% beef, pork, lamb, ingredients, and then I look down over here where it's 98%. And if I'm going to be spending a lot of money, I'd rather spend the money on something that's going to give her beef or the actual food, the actual protein, instead of the 60%. And what else do I have? They gave me a free sample of this. Mackerel, she hated that. She did not eat the poultry. The Akana poultry, didn't want it at all. But this stuff she really wanted. The Stella and Chewy's, what other Stella and Chewy do I have? Red meat, she did okay with the red meat. She'll eat it. It's kind of like got red pieces of meat in there. Not so bad. And then there's the other one, which I didn't want to put her on, but they said, yeah, it's good for her, is the chicken flavored, and it comes in small bites for a dog, for a small dog, and she loves that stuff. All right, whatever you decide to feed them, make sure it's good food. Take care of your pets. Adopt, don't shop. Was that right? Adopt, don't shop. Yeah, adopt, don't shop, and try to save an animal. And there she is, gobbling it down now that I got out of her way. So, she is eating the signature lamb. She's a hungry dog, obviously. Pretty stressful New Year's Eve with all the fireworks and gunfire outside, and she's just been really cranky all day. But the signature is a really good food, and I'm very happy with it. Again, remember, I bought all this stuff on my own, but if there's something you want to have me review, let me know. And if I can get a hold of it, I will do a food review, I'll do a pet supply review, I'll do any review of anything. Happy 2018, everyone. There's my happy girl. Hey, Sleepy.